Hey y'all, it's Courtney, and I am back with a short little video. I'm gonna hurry up and make this video before I lose my courage. I've been going back and forth on whether to make this video or not. It's really stressful. It's really embarrassing. It's not cool. So I could either stay silent and put my head down and just kind of, see, feel things out and see what happens and not draw attention to myself, which was the whole point. But I think that my community deserves to know. My community needs to know what is happening. Now, for people that aren't part of the old lady drama community, I understand if you don't want to watch this video because it doesn't really pertain to you. But I will say, if you're on YouTube, comment sections, live streams, if you're on Facebook, if you're on Twitter, and you have a disagreement with somebody, this could happen to you too. I used to think to myself, well, I don't fuck with anybody. I don't do anything to anybody. So why would anybody fuck with me? Why would anybody go real life on me? Why out of all the people would anybody ever choose me? Well, it happened. So just putting that out there, that don't think you're untouchable. Don't think you're safe. Because I, out of all people, thought that why? I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. Why? I don't understand. Bridget, she had a wellness check done on her. I think the day before. My kids are playing, by the way. She's acting like a nut. She had a wellness check done on her. And now, CPS showed up at my door. So, luckily, I do what I'm supposed to do as a parent. And, nothing came of it. But what if it did? What if I was somebody that likes to smoke a little pot and they've seen pot in my house? What if I was somebody that got a bad caseworker? Because believe that happens to a lot of people. It all depends on the caseworker that you get. Believe that. If they want to be an asshole, they can make up any reason to fuck with you. So yesterday I had a knock at my door. I said, "Who is it?" They said DHHR, which I don't get food stamps or anything like that. So I was like, what the fuck is that about? So I opened the door, and it was CPS. And basically they said, we got some allegations. And I'm like, what do you mean? They said that my daughter wears the same clothes day after day after day, which is funny because this is somebody that must watch me and watch what I do. Because what do I do on Twitter all the time? Post pictures of Autumn's brand new outfits almost every week. My daughter has never worn the same outfit twice to school. And that's not exaggeration. So they start going down this list of things, and it's all just like the most vague. Like when somebody does a call, it's just what you say. They don't feed their kids, they don't do this, they don't do that. Nothing detailed. But toward the end, they said that your kids live in a hoarder house. And that's what got me really upset. Because y'all know, what do I talk about all the time? My daughter went through. She lived in a hoarder house. And we took her out of that situation. And we've always been so proud of that we got her somewhere better. Because, the guardian ad litem came to my house, and she totally checked off on a child coming from a hoarder house into another hoarder house, right? Right? That would make total sense. That's what really got me upset. That's when I flung open the door and I said, come on in. I didn't have any reason not to let him in anyways. So, they didn't open a case on me or anything like that. But I just want to warn you guys that this shit is happening. It's not a joke. And some people are saying, oh, well, Diane, this is happening, so you need to go live now. She's not. And I'm not saying that this is connected to her. I'm not saying that. I don't have any proof of what this is connected to or who. So I'm not going to blame this on anybody. I know a lot of people like to blame people for things. I am not going to do that because I don't know. I really don't know. So I'm just putting it out there. You guys, please be careful. Be safe. Don't give anybody your information. Don't. If you don't want to use your picture, don't do it. If you don't want to post pictures of your kids, don't do it. I don't know who's messaging me, but just please be safe, guys. I love y'all so much, and I don't want to see this happen to anybody else. I'm getting stress, acne, and everything else. This one just popped up, but like, I'm not gonna cry about it because it's over with already. Nothing really happened, but that's because I got my shit in order. What if somebody just happened to be having a bad day and their house was a wreck, or they had something laying out, or anything? They could pick at the tiniest little thing and decide to open a case on you and fuck with you for months on end. I could have not been as lucky. I mean, I don't even have any proof that this happened other than, I don't want to show where I'm from, but this is all they left, because like, they didn't open a case, because every allegation they marked as unfounded. Thank God. Thank fucking God. But what if it wouldn't have been? And what if it would have been way more serious? My kids are stressed out about it, though, and so am I. As I said, I'm not going to cry because whoever did this didn't win. Because obviously they wanted to poke at whatever would hurt me most, which is my fucking kids. I talk about how much I love my fucking kids all the time. That is the only way that anybody could hurt me. And my kids had to go and sit in another room with the doors shut and me being on the other end of the house so that they could question my kids about whether my husband and I beat each other, whether their daddy drinks, whether they take medicine, whether, just like crazy questions. That's not cool for a kid. And my kids will remember this. So, whoever did that, fuck you. I'm not going to blame anybody, but if Diane isn't going to go live, and I'm not blaming Diane, I'm not blaming anybody in particular, but I'm just saying that there was threats made that if Diane didn't go live, that people are going to start getting doxxed and this and that and this and that. Well, people are getting doxxed. Well, welfare checks are being called. As I said, fucking Bridget doesn't do shit to nobody. She doesn't go out of her way to fuck with anybody. I've never seen that in her. She only talks about people that talk about her first. Holly, she had a fucking swatting. I know Holly, has some internet beefs or whatever, but not to the point where she deserves to be swatted. Nobody deserves that. I don't give a fuck what you did. Somebody could have died in any of these swattings that happened. People have died. I'm like shaking talking about this because it's just, it's like I said, it's over and done with now, and you didn't get to me, you didn't bother me, because luckily and fortunately, I do have everything that I'm supposed to have for my children. That's another thing they brought up, that my daughter sleeps on the couch. And I was showing pictures of her sleeping on the couch how many times. Yeah, she sleeps on the couch. She doesn't like to sleep in her room. What? Is that okay? She has a bed. She just doesn't like to sleep in it. She wakes up in the middle of the night and comes out to the couch anyways. What does that mean? I showed them my cabinets, and that was another thing. I don't feed my kids. Are you joking me? That kid's both of them are always eating. So it's just like the normal run-of-the-mill shit that people say to get CPS to go to your house. Like the most bland, vague, non-descriptive things. You don't feed your kids. You don't, your kids are dirty. Your kids, they had nothing of substance. And luckily, as I said, everything before they left my house was marked off, what do they call it? Sorry, I'm a little bit stressed out. Unsubstantiated? I think that's what they call it. Unsubstantiated. Meaning it was bullshit. They spoke to my kids for over an hour. They spoke to me for over an hour. They spoke to my husband for over an hour. And of course, they asked about our backgrounds with drugs and all that stuff. And it's like my husband said, I'm not on trial anymore. Yes, I did things 10 years ago. That was 10 years ago. My daughter's 6. Obviously, I've changed my life long ago. So, just be careful, guys. I'm sorry that this is happening to anybody else. I hope it doesn't happen to anybody else. but I have a feeling this is not the end. If it's happening to me, and it's happening to Bridget, and it's happening to Holly, whoever's doing this, just know that you're an awful human being. And you might not have to answer for this right now, but karma will catch up with you, and one day you'll have to answer to God too. I'm not necessarily a religious person, but I believe that one day all the wrong that you do will catch up to you. Believe that. And like I said, I just mainly wanted to make this video to stress, just please be safe, guys. Don't give anybody your information that you're not, sure you trust. And I've always said it, and maybe that's why it happened to me, is because I've always said that I doxed myself the minute I came into this community. I used my real face, I used my name, whatever. But I also thought, I don't fuck with people, and I don't do hateful shit. So why would anybody fuck with me? But I guess that's the wrong way to think. My kid is being nuts out there, so I've got to go. I just wanted to tell you guys, be careful. Fuck whoever's doing this. But we're not going to let this person get us down. Whoever, them, him, her, they, I don't know if it's one person. I don't know. I'm not going to blame anybody in particular, but I hope whoever it is feels real good about themselves. I hope that they feel wonderful. So anyways, you picked the wrong one if you were trying to, bother somebody. Because if there's one thing I'm good at, it's being a parent. And I think that was proven with the fact that there's no case on me. There's nothing. They walked out of my house happy with every claim that was made. Unsubstantiated. I don't know why I couldn't say that a minute ago, but yeah, I love you guys. And I don't know. I just really don't know what else to say about it, because I don't know. I love you guys, and I'll see y'all later.